I first heard about this project and when I first actually read about it, I was so excited.
It immediately spoke to me.
It was tremendously exciting.
When I heard about Art of Action, I thought this is a really unique, really cool project. The Art of Action is at its most fundamental an exploration of what an artist means to the state of Vermont. I don't know how to put it any simpler than that. The project itself is the result of many months' worth of conversations between myself and Lyman Orton around his interest in looking at the heart and soul of a community. What makes a community thrive? What makes it tick? What makes people want to come and preserve and protect those authentic things? And my interest in pushing artists into the center of those kinds of discussion, because I think that's where they belong. He had been an art collector for quite a while, and he said to me, I'm tired of collecting art about Vermont's past. I want to collect art about Vermont's future. Well, that opened a whole range of doors that I had been thinking of myself and had never heard it put quite that way.
So what is it about Vermont that makes this possible? It's in our heritage to do things that perhaps haven't been done before. After all, we were the first state to abolish slavery in the nation in 1791. Vermont and Vermonters are not afraid to forge ahead and take the lead. Well, artists have a way of looking at something that's different from policymakers or different from planners or different from elected officials or different from just general citizens. Their minds interpreting and creating a story, as it were, about either a situation as it occurs now or a future possibility or a future threat or what may turn out to be, then we have a different kind of mind coming into play as we look at the future of Vermont.
Now, I work full-time in my studio. I'm a full-time artist, and I seek out opportunities and enter things and attempt to do residencies and win grants all the time. I saw this. It was so completely different. And it's about change. And they want to ask me, as an artist, what would I do to make Vermont a greater place? Thank you for asking.
Well, I think that the project asks of artists a very interesting, very difficult question. And when I saw it, I had a lot of respect for the mission of this project. Every artist wants to get out of themselves and connect to a larger social context. Like if the art world was a table, every artist would want to know who's sitting to the right and left and how your work fits into a social context. And that's what this project is asking of us.
I would love it if the viewer came away with a kind of renewed confidence in themselves to be creative. For the viewer to walk away and think, well, you know, there was a time when I actually enjoyed drawing or building or constructing something of great beauty, and I think I'm going to go and reconnect with that desire and try it myself. So that it's not necessarily that they're going to walk away with some philosophical transformation, but that they're going to feel motivated to take the risk to create themselves.
Creativity exists everywhere, and sometimes it's creativity in an industry that has nothing to do with the arts, but that when you recognize the qualities that drive improvements in a community, it attracts people and activities and events and improved education and all sorts of things that build the quality of the lifestyle in that community.
There is always power in numbers, and this particular project, with the number of collaborators involved, with many different perspectives on their artwork, I think has a potential for creating something that's far larger than the sum of the parts. It's a very potentially synergistic experience for all of us.
I feel like artists are an antennae to problems and issues. They're constantly observing. So it seems like artists can see issues sometimes a little bit more clearly or before the general public.
The exciting thing to me is waiting to see what they do. Of course, it's been exciting today to have 20 artists feel their excitement at being chosen to be part of this, but it isn't just being chosen. It's that they can't wait to get at it, that this idea has spoken to them, that they want to go and immerse themselves and come back and express themselves by interpreting the information that they will study that's come forth from the Council on the Future of Vermont, that people have spoken about all over the state that's been gathered up. So, yes, artists have a place. Get them at the table when we're going to do the vision of the future of our communities. So I'm very excited about sort of the end product as well of two things: Vermonters viewing it and being involved and reacting to it, and then the final event, which is a big auction where it will be auctioned off, both online but in a room as well, and seeing how the response is to that. I'm going to be there bidding myself, by the way.